So I suppose first of all, if you tell us maybe a little bit about the film that you're in, The Young
Yeah.
Offenders.
Well, it's called The Young Offenders. It's completely based in Cork. It's 95% Cork cast by PJ Gallagher from Dublin. And it's set back in 2007 when 450 million euros worth of cocaine washed ashore in West Cork. So it's a true story. And it's about me and my friends, who are two inner city lads, and we steal some bikes, cycle down to West Cork and try to get some and sell it on and try to make our fortunes. So it's a comedy, but it's a bit more than that. It's good, like.
And can you tell us how you came to get the role, what the audition process was, how you heard about the audition?
Yeah. So I sent in a self-tape of me just talking about myself, what I've done, which was just a 2-minute self-tape. Then he asked me to go in for first audition, so he sent me a bit of the script to learn off. Did that, it was a long enough audition, about half an hour. And then he asked me to come back for the second audition, and that's where I met the other guy, Chris Wally, who plays the other character. And then after that audition, he just kind of said, right lads, you have the part, well done. So.
And you mentioned in the self-tape that you had to list things that you had done in the past.
Yeah.
So what was your experience up until that point?
Well, I've studied here in Wolfe Stage School, and it was all plays before this, so plays around the city, mostly with this drama school at the Crucible and many Shakespeare plays, and then.
And how's the wait? Now the wait is over, and you're getting sort of the beginnings of reactions. How have the reactions been from, say, friends, family, strangers?
Well, I suppose when I got the part, my friends didn't really, because you say, oh, I got a part in the film, and it's just kind of like, oh, cool, well done. It's not a huge deal, because my friends wouldn't really have any involvement with acting. But then when the posters came out, let's say in the cinemas and things, the buzz kind of grew, and then the trailers came out, and now the trailers are being shown in the cinemas, and then when it comes out now, everyone's really kind of amazed, you know. It's just because not many things like this happen in Cork, so just happy to be involved in it, really.
And had you always wanted to be an actor?
No, not really. I started here when I was 7, and it's probably always in the back of my mind that would be cool to make this a living. But I wouldn't say I always wanted to be an actor. I'd say maybe 4th or 5th year was when I was like, right, I don't see what else I could do. Which is when I started looking into drama schools and how to audition and things, and I couldn't see myself going to do a regular course, like sitting and doing an office work. I just couldn't see myself doing it personally. So no, not always, but it's definitely been a part of my life for most of it, you know.
And what is next for you? Do you have other projects lined up? Are you going to college?
Yeah, no projects. I've got a college now starting in September up in Dublin, going to the Lear.
And what did you have to do to apply for the colleges? What was the process involved in that?
You had to, you apply online, and they give you a date for your first round of auditions, and you have to prepare a Shakespeare monologue and a contemporary monologue, and then one backup one either way, and you work on those, and you really have to work on them because they really kind of grew on you, you know. And I did 4 rounds, and they just keep asking. You do it, and if you get through, if you're lucky enough to get through, they give you something to change about it. They might give you a whole new monologue to learn off, and they really just keep you on your toes. There's not much. You just need to prepare yourself for anything that they throw you, really.
And tell me, advice to other students that maybe are coming up through the ranks of this school that want to be actors, they want to be performers, they want to be in film. What advice can you give them? What have you learnt in your time in the school?
Well, I'm not sure if I'm in a huge place to give advice, so I feel I need a lot of advice myself. But I'd say if you love it, keep doing it. I mean, the minute it becomes a drag to come in here every week or whatever it is, then stop. I don't think you should force yourself to do it. And so, that's it really.
I wanted to ask you then, in relation to in a drama class, could you pinpoint what it is that you enjoy about the art form of drama, of acting?
You can never perfect it, you can never learn too much. So every day you come in, you learn something new, and that's great to know that you can spend your whole life doing something and then just keep on learning. So the fact that I'm 18 now, I've got hopefully good few more years left in my life. The fact that you can always learn more is very appealing to me.